I have personally been asked to do a video on StarFox. This should be really interesting because I've never actually played the original before. I played StarFox at 64 and I played a couple of the GameCube versions, and I've played the demo of the one on the 3DS, which is supposed to be the same or similar. So I was really excited for this, so let's do this. Well, I could certainly say the presentation is stupendous, but I asked myself why. Turns out this game is powered by the Super FX chip, which is a compressor used to accelerate the graphics display. With this chip they could pull display in polygons, and at the time that was an amazing feature. Except that the Atari 2600 already beat them to it. In fact, the Atari beats a lot of companies to the punch on a lot of things. But that's for another time. When you start, you are given the choice to choose the controller layout that you want. And if you want to train before you start the game, I recommend it. Cause you don't know. You might suck, like I do. As you could probably guess, the directional buttons are to move around. Left and right trigger makes you go, well, left and right. And depending on what layout you chose, the corresponding buttons will let you shoot lasers and these big ass bombs. And also there's the pull brakes and the boost forward, which is a great feature. Now with the boring tutorial out of the way, you can now start the game. You can choose one of three paths. Course 1 of course being the easiest, and 3 being the toughest. So I chose 1, because I'm a complete scrub when it comes to flying inside video games. And what can I say, apart from this is FOPPING amazing! I keep asking myself time and time again, every second that I play this, why didn't I know about this when I was young? I mean, everything is perfect for an adrenaline rush. Well, that's what's happening to me anyway. Everything that happened just now is brilliant. The ships all come flying out at once with sweet music. When my ship came out, the camera pounded around perfectly with great timing. And when I thought I was ready to play, the other pilots start talking to me as if I was some sort of a unit. I really felt like I was some sort of a team. I really felt like I was doing something. You don't really get that online. Tell you what, I'm not joking, I go online a lot. And I get sweared at so much just for being myself. I mean, I swear a lot on here and I think it's okay to swear. It's just a noise. But these kids are like 6. They shouldn't learn that kind of vocabulary until they hit their teens. What the hell's going on? The ship's handling is a little bit rigged, but it's something you'll get used to. The aim of the stages is to just shoot all the bads and protect your team from, well, getting hurt. You can get hit a number of times, but I seriously consider try to do your best not to get hit. You'll need your life counters at the end, trust me. There's also these flying rings you can go through to replenish your shield, so look out for those, they're important. At the end of each stage you'll fight some sort of boss. They can be a little tricky, but you'll work it out, you're clever people. They're not that hard as long as you concentrate and be persistent with your attacks. As you'd expect, when you clear a stage, you move on to the next. And they do get harder as you go, like they should. But whilst I was playing this, I do have my regrets on not staying on the training stage longer. The first stage was far too difficult for what I'm about to face next. Now this is very interesting. Now you have the view of StarFox inside the ships. The controls are still the same, you can still fly through space as normal, just from the inside perspective. There really isn't that much else to say about this stage. Apart from there are asteroids and a lot of baddies. So let's move on. Now we're entering Andross's Armada. I really liked this because it gave me the sense that I was part of a revolution. I was leading a small band of fighters, and winning by the way. There is something about overthrowing a large power with just a small band of people. Ooh, it gives me chills every time. And here was the first time I picked up a power up. Once I picked it up, I wondered if there was more. What if I could become more powerful was the idea. This idea kept me fueled and wanted to carry on searching for something new. Introducing new elements into a game over time keeps it fresh, and more importantly, keeps the player interested. Speaking of which, flying through these flagships and blowing them up from the inside, I could do this every day. Stage 4 and you're on a meteorite battles base. So same again. Shoot the place up while not dying. Sounds easy, hey? No! Tits, this stage has really frustrated me over the time. Not to mention the meat grinding flying saucer thing with a flamethrower. Who the hell would expect this? I don't know anybody who would say, hey, you know, at the end of the stage, I'm going to expect a flying saucer with grinding teeth, and when you shoot him, he'll shoot flames at you. I'm not complaining, it's just crazy. And we've finally made it to the last stage. Andross is hiding on Venom somewhere and we've got to go find him and destroy him quickly. There's no room for negotiation in these days, just find him and throttle him. This stage is awesome. You start out entering the atmosphere from space whilst avoiding and fending off the bads that are in your way. Once you enter Venom, however, it's a whole other story. Everything becomes an obstacle course. It seems as though the planet itself is trying to kill you, just as much as the bads are trying to kill you on screen. At this point it's more about staying alive rather than how much damage you can deal. Seriously, you'll be concentrating a lot more on dodging everything rather than who can I shoot next. And would you just look at this place? The scary ass clouds in the background, all this thunder and shit. It really gives me the feel that really this is the last stand. I love it. We are nearing the end of the game. As you fly down this corridor you are greeted by Andross himself, and then your final fight begins. I'm not going to spoil the last boss for you. This is something that you have to experience for yourself. Otherwise, what's the point? Long story short, I died so many times. Too many times. In fact, I didn't even finish the game. And I was playing on easy. I suck. Okay, thank you for watching. This is the Antique Gamer Showcase, and if you have any requests, any at all, this is the second time I've done a request. First one was Pac-Man, check it out, and this was obviously StarFox. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, favourite and subscribe. Like my Facebook and follow my Twitter. If you're not interested in any of that stuff, then check out the link below, and there'll be a tutorial linking you how to create your own chiptune music. I've been following this guy for quite some time. His name is Brandon Walsh. He's a creative and talented human being. Check him out. And if you don't care about that either, then check out my DeviantArt where I do stupid little drawings. I made your requests on that sometime too. That was me in the StarFox video, and the weather here has finally started to cool down. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!